Okay. All right. You all find yourselves in the midst of Jean's very old car. In the back seat, you have your very own lovely unconscious someone who is handcuffed in his front. You additionally have Thea, Maharet, Jean, and Harper all in the car. The passenger front side door is just broken into. I am unfortunately forgetting who exactly sat in the front passenger seat. I want to say that was Maharet, but I could be wrong.
I can't remember who called shotgun. It wasn't me.
I didn't call shotgun, but I broke the window.
Oh no, it was Chloe that called shotgun.
That's was right. So Harper, you in specific, you find yourself amidst glass debris that you have to not cut yourself on, and so the remains of cheese are all over this car. Mostly in the driver's and the passenger side seat from when Harper went and took the taco to throw to the raw head.
Taco Mancy!
Say that again.
Taco Mancy!
And you are all on your way to the one area that you all believe is safe, which is the accorded neutral ground, which is also a very large gun store. None of you guys have actually been in it, but Thea knows of its existence and has told you all to go there.
Hold on. You're telling me that the gun guy has never been to the gun store there's accorded neutral ground?
Nope. I got my firearms from my friend and then a dead headless dude.
So methods of dubious legality, but it's Texas, so who cares?
Pretty much.
I mean, it's legal. So yeah, none of you guys have actually been inside to see what this place looks like. That is where the scene starts. Jean, you would know that you are maybe 4 miles away from this location based off of Thea's description of where this is located.
Okay.
So, begin.
Thea, let me know when to turn and which way to turn. So, who do I start with? Taco? Or the broken window?
Harper is just refusing to make eye contact.
Sorry, I broke your window, Jean.
Good start. Good start.
I was saving it for later.
Bad excuse, but understandable.
And I'm sorry, I kind of forgot the no food rule in the massive hell that today has been.
Yeah, I was waiting for that one to come up. Yep. So, I guess we're going to start with the taco. What did I say was the first rule with my car?
No food.
Exactly. And what did you decide to do?
Bring food?
After I have chauffeured you around to find your book.
I don't know. I kind of feel like there's bigger things to worry about right now.
There's not.
Yeah, it'll be fine, Jean. We'll get it all cleaned up.
Oh, don't worry. You will.
I'll vacuum it out.
No. Vacuums miss things. I want... Thea, I can't hear you.
Do you want her to use a carpet rake?
No. There's something better. She has hands with nice little fingers that can get into those nice little crevices in my fine upholstery, and you're gonna have to dig through some of the holes, I bet.
Do we need to do that right now?
What
Or should
year
we
is
get
this
going?
car?
It's a
You
98
are
Honda
free-
Accord.
From the location.
We're how far from the location?
3 miles.
Okay.
Okay, Gene, let's just get to the location. We'll clean it up, I promise.
Maybe the wardens have a spell for this.
Oh no, no
It's
magic.
not human blood. They don't care.
No. Maharet, I just want to know what compelled you to break it?
I didn't know the door was unlocked. It was a pretty tense situation. You guys were all over there, and I had the dude in my arm. I had to get him in there.
Yeah.
I'll fix it. Don't worry. We'll get it fixed. Just let it go, Gene. Calm down. We got to get going.
We are. We're getting there. We're getting there. But we have some downtime in between, and some boundaries and ground rules need to be set if this group is going to get this quest or mission back on track.
I'm
Capiche?
taking the bus next time.
Is your character actually making that gesture, by the way, as Gene is talking? Okay. All right.
This is lucky I can't see it in the rearview mirror.
Yeah. I want you to go ahead and roll an alertness check, Gene.
Okay. Oh, that is a 6.
You definitely saw it. You 100% saw exactly what Maharet was doing.
Maharet?
Yes, Gene.
Strike 1.
And what, Gene?
Don't worry. You don't want to find 3. But
All right.
I got gloves in the back. You actually get to start with a little vacuum. Put the gloves on, then you get to dig out all the glass, because I'm pretty sure people don't want to cut their fannies sitting there.
But you want us to clean the car out right now before we go?
No, because we're driving. It'd be kind of difficult. But we're putting a pin in it. We just have downtime in between.
Okay. We have to listen to you bitch all the way there. 3 miles.
Yeah. I could do this all
Alright.
day.
Okay.
Hey, I want
Can we
you
fast forward?
tell me if you get above a 3.
Huh?
What?
I want Thea to roll, and also actually you two, Maharet. I want both of you to roll. Tell me if either one of you gets a 3.
What are we rolling for?
This will be under lore.
I love these dies. I got blank, minus.
You did not get above a 3. What about you? What about you, Thea?
I'm checking to see if I have lore, but I got a 2
Okay.
without
Negative
having any
greater.
bonuses.
Yeah, you don't have any bonuses in lore. I'm trying to see if
What are you talking about? The Dresden Files are steeped in lore.
okay. No. All right. You guys continue on.
Oh, I think I've said my piece for right now.
Harper's just plucking little bits of glass out and throwing them out the window.
The broken window.
At least you
Yeah.
don't have to worry about rolling it down. You know, it's one of those self-serve ones.
It's a little windy in here though.
Yeah. Yeah, it
You got-
is.
2 miles away from your location.
Do we still have the guy?
Yes, we do.
Well, I'm glad the window's down because he stinks.
Is he alive? Or like, is he in the backseat with us, or is he in the trunk? I can't remember.
No, he was in the back seat. And on that note, allow me to roll for something real quick.
See if he wakes up.
He continues to remain unconscious.
Yay!
He is being jostled, and you see him flinching a little bit from the wind, but he's so far gone that, like, he is not waking up right now.
He's been knocked out for a while, you guys.
Yeah, there's There's going to be some serious brain damage. Yeah.
Yeah, he just keeps getting very bad rolls.
Yeah. He's not a survivor. You know, it's getting cold in this car, Harper. Can you roll up that window? Oh, that's right.
I really wish I had that taco right now.
Oh, I
I
really
didn't even get a taco. I'm still starving.
Oh, there's one more in the back. I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
I don't care that I'm driving. You just get
I
that.
grabbed-
You
I
just get the
grabbed the
slow
taco.
Stewie Griffin
I grabbed
look.
the taco and I start trying to eat it without him noticing.
Okay, roll stealth.
I love how all our rolls are coming from trying to deceive each other and that there's food in
Blank.
the car.
Blank, blank, plus, plus. I got 2.
Okay, you have +2, and you also have +1 because you have an average in stealth. Jean, go ahead and roll for your alertness.
Isn't your stealth +2 now?
Yes. I
Oh,
thought so.
That's a 3.
okay. Jean, you do not notice. Also, then the character sheet that I have, Rita, or the one that you gave me, it has stealth as average.
I'm fair. It's +2.
Okay. Got it. So I'm gonna. Okay. I'm gonna amend that real quick. Let them
Where did- Hold on. What did I send you?
The one you posted in the lobby chat and general has your updates on it.
All right.
Okay.
Because when I was taking a look at the one, because I pulled this directly off of the one in the general chat.
Oh, dang it. I just sent my sheet to my son and he's picking on me.
Tell him he just ain't
Mom,
cool to
you're
understand what's on it.
The one
Mom,
that's
you're such a nerd.
you'll see in the skills part that stealth is noted as average. That's what I was going off of.
No, I got it as fair. Look, I texted it to you too. Stealth, fist, intimidation are +2 fair for me. I got investigation, contacts, discipline. Oh, I have stealth twicey.
I see that now.
Oh, no. Oh,
All right. Well, we will.
Oopsie.
I messed up.
That's
I'll
just.
fix it. I'll fix it later. I'm sorry, guys.
You're good. Okay.
The humanity.
You are a half mile away. Rita, you feel re-energized.
Thank God.
And so any sort of endurance tasks in the future, you will have a +1 on yours for the next 2 hours.
Off of one taco. That's awesome.
These are
Mostly
magical
because-
tacos.
Okay, you guys are a half mile away. Do you guys have a game plan?
Well, it's the gun store. I assume we.
I really don't like
Go
splitting up,
in.
you guys, but one of us needs to stay with this guy in the car when we
Okay.
get there.
Maharet, go ahead and do a lore check as well. You are checking on the accorded neutral ground rules.
Plus, plus, minus, minus. So that gives me that negates.
Yep. So you've got a 1. So Rita, what you know, and actually same with you, Thea. Can you do a lore check since you were the only other person who knows?
She will, but our toddler is screaming at something, so she just went to go check, and she can't push to talk right now.
Okay, that's
Oh.
fine. You
Well-
want to do the roll for her, or does she want to do the roll herself?
She's back.
Okay.
Bluey shut down again.
Okay.
I need Bluey. Where's Bluey?
Oh my gosh.
Sorry.
I'm done with Bluey. I've had my fill.
Mac, you're still muted.
I see
Not okay.
Harper and fine. I saw Harper poking. That was so cute.
I got a +2 -1. I got 1 that I rolled.
So you got a +2, -1, and what? You keep cutting out there.
I thought this one had a microphone. Sorry. +2 -1. So I think I just got a +1 on this roll. I don't have lore, so.
Yep. So that means an overall. So Thea, you know that that accorded neutral ground, and I believe you also stated prior to like where you guys were headed. So you know that accorded neutral ground is generally a safe place where people cannot do conduct against you. However, Rita, with your lore check, even though you rolled a 0, you at least have the proficiency. You would know that you can't bring prisoners of war into accorded neutral ground unless it is for an exchange.
We're gonna have. You guys are gonna have to hike. We're gonna have to park the car somewhere else. And then one of us is gonna have to stay with him.
What if we just seal him in a duct tape cocoon?
I don't think that's a good idea.
Leave him in the trunk. He can't move.
We're in enough shit as it is right now.
Yeah, so what's a little more? Let's go big or go home.
I can't remember if we're meeting someone there or not.
No, this is where we're kind of
catching our breath before we go. We just wanted to go to a neutral place.
Yeah, we got to go back to the.
started.
Yeah, we got to go back to the bar.
Okay. You guys are very close to the destination now.
Do I see any parking about 2 blocks away?
You do. You do
I was
see
gonna ask.
in Texas fashion just an entire blank lot that's dirt and does not appear to be marked with any sort of private property or not private property markings.
Are there other cars?
Not on that particular lot, no. The bar appears to be very big from your guys, or not bar. The gun shop appears to be very big from your guys' perspective. You can tell just based off your passive check, Gene, that this is definitely an indoor range. It is not an outdoor range.
How far from, I guess,
Hold the
the
door.
building itself does the accorded neutral ground spread? Like, where does it start? Is it the threshold of the building or?
Okay, so you had a lore check of 1. Your character would be under the impression that that accorded neutral ground realistically starts when you enter the building or the premises. You do not know once, but Maharet, your character knows that accorded neutral ground only starts once once you can see the sign that says accorded neutral ground, announcing that it is, in fact. Both of you guys have this knowledge separate. No one else knows of it right now.
Where's the sign?
Yeah, you have to see a sign that says accorded neutral ground, announcing that it isn't accorded neutral ground under the Treaty of the Accords signed by Mab, the Queen of Air and Darkness.
Where's the sign?
Well, you can't see it right now.
All right, we're good.
All right.
We're gonna park here. Park the car. Park the car, Gene.
I'm parking. All right, I parked the car in the lot and shut the
Park
engine
car in the
off.
yard.
Yep. You guys find yourself in a dirt lot. There are no other buildings in the area, which is very typical for indoor ranges. A lot of businesses don't want to be near any indoor ranges. You guys do see a food truck that appears to be not staffed at the moment. And you guys see lights coming from within some not quite clear translucent glass. And the rest of the building is just brick and stucco. It appears to be very large, maybe about 3 stories high.
And empty?
And you guys do not know what is going on inside, but you can tell that there's definitely very clearly activity.
But no cars around.
There are at least 8 cars that you can see in this lot.
Okay.
Well,
Do you guys feel comfortable with me staying with this guy? And you guys go in? Who wants to stay behind with Butthead here?
I think probably 2 should stay with him.
Well, I would since technically it's Harper's prisoner, we may want to leave Harper and either me or Maharet.
Yeah.
But we don't want to send Jean and Harper in alone because, no offense, y'all are kind of clueless.
What are you talking about? It's a gun shop. I'm going in to buy supplies.
Okay.
I sense that Jean is really giddy and wanting to go into this gun shop.
Yeah, I'm going. I need stuff.
So Jean's definitely going into the gun show.
That's right here. Boom.
Thea, you want to stay? You want to stay with Harper? You want me to go with Jean or?
Let me check my stats real quick.
Harper is busy just, standing outside the car, lighting up a cigarette, just saying, I've got a lot to process right now anyways. I don't want to go in there.
Harper, I'm going to make one small amendment. You are not smoking a cigarette. You are smoking a clove cigarette.
Correct.
Yes, absolutely. A nice Jarum Black.
Why is that important? I don't understand what just happened.
It's just a witchy gothy thing to have around.
I was going to say bogan nonsense, but you do you.
I thought the DM was going to say marijuana, which is not legal in Texas.
Now you know how I feel about Texas.
I would not make that kind of amendment, but I thought that would be much more in character when suggested.
It is 100%.
Love it.
Good call.
Thank you for not doing it in the car.
Now I remembered that one.
Window's broken.
Window's broken. It'll ventilate.
Yeah, but then people also forget, and that's how the
God,
ceiling upholstery gets
now.
burned.
Okay.
All right. So what's going on?
Okay, I have just add a character. I have inhuman toughness and recovery. Do you have any kind of like strength thing so that would make you more useful to stay behind? Because I don't have extra strength. I have like athletics and like a decent everything else, but I don't have.
If we're worried about who's stronger, me or you, it's definitely me. I'm sorry, Thea. I love you.
He has brain damage already. Just hit him if he sits up.
Well, you never know who might come up. What might happen while you guys are in there. I don't trust this area.
Yeah, that would be the concern. So it might be better if you stay out since you're like I think I can take more damage, but you can give more damage.
All right. So, Thea, you and I are going in?
Looks like it.
All right.
Okay. So we're gonna go in, and it is according to neutral ground, which means if you don't start trouble, there won't be no trouble.
Don't start none, be none.
Okay.
Sorry.
Okay.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
I still have my 9mm on me.
Okay.
It's Texas. I think that's fine.
As you guys come up with a plan, you guys see a black car, completely sedan-like. It almost looks like a government vehicle. I want you, Jean, go ahead and roll an alertness check. Because you're the only one who's going to be able to get it, I'm afraid.
Oh, that's a 2.
Okay. Jean, the only thing you are getting off this vehicle is that it's a dark sedan, that it is very heavily tinted windows, which you happen to know are very illegal in the state of Texas for your municipality. And you can also tell that this vehicle is up armored. So
I basically have I gotten out of the car yet?
You have all gotten out of the car except for the people who are staying in the car.
And Harper, who is smoking.
Yeah. So Harper is on the passenger side smoking with the broken mirror, broken window behind her. Jean, you are out of the car. Maharet, you are in the car with your friendly neighborhood necromancer in the back. And Thea, you are also out of the vehicle right now.
I lean back in my seat, fold my arms, and close my eyes.
Okay. As this is going on,
I move
Go ahead.
I move over to the passenger side real quick to make it look like I'm looking at the window and inspecting the damage. And just
Okay.
I'm sitting there as I kind of as I lean down, I pull the 38 out of my boot and kind of as sneakily as I can put it in the car.
Okay.
Is the passenger side towards the street, or is the driver's side towards the street, or are we like?
The passenger side, because you guys are parked horizontally or laterally, I should say, that is facing the gun store.
Okay.
So the vehicle is actually parking not next to the passenger side. It is parking closer to the driver's side with this lateral parking. You can see the you can see a driver get out. The driver is an individual of medium height and medium build, maybe 5'6". He has what appears to be a tactical jacket and tactical pants on with some dark black boots and blonde hair. Thea, you can tell something is very, very different about this man. And so can you, Maharet, but that's all you guys can tell. The man looks towards you guys, looks specifically at Jean, very strangely, smirks a little bit, and makes his way towards the gun show.
He's just a douche.
Still,
Let's go in.
something's
You
off.
guys go in. He's just a douche. Just go in. You'll be fine.
All right.
All you Texas gun guys are douches anyways.
Yeah, so we're told.
Okay.
All right, Thea, you ready? All right. You guys want
Sorry.
anything as we're walking away?
What's that?
I yell back. You guys want anything?
If there's food in there, bring me some more.
All right.
Okay. As you guys are walking towards the door, the man with the tactical jacket and tactical pants, he opens the door, kind of glances behind him, and just holds the door open. As he holds the door open, there's, just some light from inside. And you guys can clearly see hanging from the ceiling a corded neutral ground. He just looks at all you guys and are like, after you.
I just turn. Thank you. As I let Thea go ahead of me, put me in between.
Gotta love Texas. No ID check or anything.
Well, I mean,
But smugglers in there.
Okay, are you guys all entering?
yes.
Just the two of them, right?
Last I saw, it was Thea and Jean. Harper, did you remain behind?
Yeah.
Okay.
Harper and I
car.
stayed in the car. Yeah. No, Harper's outside the car smoking clothes, and I'm taking a nap.
Okay.
Glad to see
So
guards are on it.
Jean and Thea as you walk into the premises. You guys can see that it's very retro, very 1970s. Everything is just wooden paneled everything. You can see 13 fans on the first floor ceiling. You can also see 13 pillars that are just irregularly spread out. And each of these 13 pillars have some kind of carving on them. Some of them are hauntingly beautiful, and others of them are extremely disturbing. Additionally, Jean, when you're walking in, you get an immediate kind of revulsion that very quickly passes. Jean, you can see to your left appears to be a very, very wide selection of weapons. Everything ranging from an AR down to the smallest kind of pistol that you can imagine. And you have a feeling that there are boxes and boxes and boxes of ammunition behind what appears to be a safe storage. There are stairs going up to the second floor, but it is barred by what appears to be what you would see kind of at some kind of festival or VIP access. It's just a red rope between two silver things, basically indicating that unless you're invited, you are not supposed to go upstairs.
Okay.
I feel like Jean would be so excited right now. Like, ooh, guns.
You're right. You can
Oh my God.
see that there appears to be some kind of seating arrangement, and there appears to be some kind of cooking counter to the background too. So on the left side, you've got what appears to be a gun store, and on your right side, there appears to be some capability to cook things. And to the front of you is just a whole bunch of stairs that you can go up, assuming you are invited.
Okay.
So I'm going to go take care of my shopping list real quick.
That's not what we're here for.
If you want to take care of the food, I pull $200 out of my wallet. Here you go.
Oh,
All
we're
right.
getting good snacks.
I can afford it. Go for it. We
Jean,
need to eat good.
as you approach the gun counter, you hear a male voice behind you, the same person who invited you in, and he was like, "Yeah, I think this is a much more appropriate for us to go through as well, don't you?" And he just smirks and he's like, "Hey, Aloy, get your ass out here."
I don't like this. I don't like this at all.
And you kind of hear a voice from the background, which is coming from what appears to be a storage area where Jean assumes there is a bunch of ammunition. Say, "Get off it, Kincaid. I'll get you in a second."
Oh, yay. They know
Would
each
I recognize
other.
the name, or is he kind of like a more of a low key figure outside of obviously Dresden Files?
Why don't you do a lore check?
Will do.
Good call, Thea.
I rolled a 0.
Oh no!
Good call.
Oh,
Bad roll.
You recognize the name from somewhere, Thea. You know that it's someone that you should know, but you just can't seem to recall off the top of your head. Jean, do you continue approaching the gun cabinet?
Yeah, I approach one of the workers at the counter.
Well, there are no workers at the counter right now. Everybody appears to be in the back. Only person you're aware of is the person who Kincaid called out to, who was named Aloy.
Yeah, just go and kind of start looking at some of the rifles, some of the shotguns.
Was Kincaid the guy that we saw in the parking lot?
He was the guy who you saw in the parking lot.
Got it.
The douche.
Yeah, I try to ignore him, but listening as much as I can to him.
So he appears to know that you're trying to ignore him, and he doesn't care. He just starts talking to you, mostly out of amusement from your eyes. It's like, me personally, I always liked dragon rounds in my shotguns. And in fact, is the reason why I'm here right now, because there were too many ugly vampires going after my wards.
Oh. Well, Doesn't that suck, I guess?
It certainly would. You guys also look like you're a little bit worse for wear. What the hell's been up with you?
Fight with an X.
None of your business. None of your business.
She got a little
Mind you.
crazy. Got out.
All right. While you are browsing for weapons and Kincaid is just chatting you up, at one point mentioning that this is the best place for you to get C4 at.
This is gonna get fun.
Harper, you notice in particular, because you don't have your eyes closed like Maharet does, you notice a little girl get out of the sedan as well.
Oh, dang.
It's a trap. Bam.
The little girl, she appears to be just pre-teenage. She's wearing a green jacket and what looks to be a red schoolgirl dress with blonde ears. You can't help but think that she is adorably cute, and that is all you can see.
I'm gonna kind of knock on the car. Just be like, hey, Maharet, I think there's like a 10-year-old going into the gun store right now.
It's Texas. That's normal.
Right? No, it's not. They're not carrying a 6-pack. Something's off.
It appears that, hold on, I better roll this.
I think Rita's muted too.
Yeah, you're muted, Rita.
Wait, Rita.
Oh, dang it. I was shutting myself up because I wasn't in the gun store. Sorry. I opened my eyes and I look.
Well, it appears that the little girl heard you, and she's like, look, don't worry about that. The only reason that I'm not also, that, you know, he's here at all is because my feet can't reach the pedals. And so the little girl starts walking towards Harper.
I just kind of tilt my head and look at her funny.
I get out of the car.
Okay. You can see that the little girl, as she starts speaking, she has a faint British accent that, by the way, me, the DM, I cannot and am not going to attempt to present.
Come on.
Come on.
It
You
turns
don't-
out that I have a terrible English accent, and therefore I will not be doing it.
Well,
Doesn't
that
matter.
was beautiful. Try. Come on.
You're under obligation. She's only their part of the story if you do the voice.
Very well, very well. Good evening. Are you the person who is referred to as Miss Harper?
Now, how would you know that?
I've been tracking your movements for some time. Allow me to introduce myself. I sent my driver up ahead just so that he didn't worry you too much. Don't worry, he's under orders to come back out if we need him. But ultimately, not only do I not think you'll need him, but I also instructed him to give your companion Jean some excellent gun advice.
Oh, well, that's good news, I guess. But who are you?
That is a reasonable question. I suppose to you, you may refer to me as the Archive. Maharet, I want you to do a lore check, or you may use any one of your aspects if you want to learn more about what the Archive is.
I have other aspects I could use.
You have an aspect that is relevant, yes.
My alertness.
No. Specific to you, the aspect that would work here is...
Oh, not my skills. Which one?
Your aspects. It's potentially, I don't think it means what you think it means.
Ah.
You could use something like that, or you could do a lore check.
I'll do a lore check.
Say that again, Matt.
I was going to say, also remember that the Archive has been mentioned before when we were inside that library. I don't know if anybody else picked up on it or if we
Mm,
had notes on it or taken any kind of
that went right over my head.
lore roll.
Good memory,
Well,
Thea.
it was in fact mentioned. Maharet, I don't know if that is something that you would remember or not. You were very hostile at the time.
Yeah. Well, I got 3 pluses and a minus. So 2.
You have a 3 lore. Okay. Maharet, from your studies, you would remember the archive very prominently. The archive is a being which holds all the mortal knowledge but is bound to neutrality. You would also know that the archive is passed mother to child, very similar to the way that your clan works, wherein it's really only women that are allowed to be part of that clan. Similarly, with the archive, that could only happen maternally. You also know that she is a member of the Accords, meaning that she is somebody who can officiate duels and is 100% bound to neutrality.
I slowly walk over to Harper while keeping my eyes on this child, and I whisper to Harper everything that I know that you just said.
Okay. Harper, do you
Now
have
we
enough?
both have the same knowledge.
Sorry, what did you say?
Do you have enough context to understand who the archive is?
I just whispered it. Everything you just said, I just whispered it to Harper.
Yes. Does Harper have an understanding based off the kind of day that she has had and the previous background?
That just depends on how much glass taco she's gotten out and how much Clover's gone in.
I kind of throw the cigarette to the ground and kick it out, feeling a little bit guilty about smoking in front of a kid, and just turn to her and say, "So you're like a wizard Wikipedia or something?"
I prefer math.
This is not a normal kid, Harper.
Indeed. That is well done. You who would be the guardian of that who is. In fact, I believe we all have reason to help each other.
What do you know about our situation?
I know you went to a place that I apparently cannot pierce, and that is not normal.
The library?
Yeah.
Indeed. The library. I would love to make a proposal to you, but I don't think that now is the proper time.
We kind of have a lot going on right now.
You do, what with Warden Morgan being absolutely just riveting on you. However, if you would like, we can continue the conversation when we're over in when we're in the coffee shop. Would you prefer that, so that way you no longer have the specter of the doom of Damocles over you?
The doom of what? Oh, right.
Okay, well, I suppose your friend Thea would know more about that than you.
What do you want?
Did the warden describe it as the Doom of Damocles, or did he just...
No, the archive is the only one that has described it as the Doom of Damocles. The actual Doom of Damocles, which is not something any of your characters would know, is only applied to mortal practitioners. But she used it as kind of a euphemism for the situation you guys are in.
Yeah, she wouldn't officially be under it, right? Because she's...
I asked the girl, what do you want?
Well, what I want is the actual precise locations of this immortal library. You guys are in far above your heads. I would be willing to lend the services of my driver in order to get whatever information from this unconscious man you have in the bag. He is no ally of mine, I can assure you of that.
Are you suggesting that you're an ally?
I am bound to neutrality. Yet, I would say that I am far more of an ally to you than even perhaps the wardens.
Well, I mean, judging how they were acting, that's a bit of a low bar.
They do have a tendency to perhaps get a little bit carried away. I'm gonna go back into now, but rest assured that if you agree to the terms, Mr. Kincaid, and at this point, Maharet, I want you to make a roll under lore to make a determination if you know who Kincaid is.
Plus blank minus.
So that's a 0.
This man is very elusive and mistress.
You have no idea who Kincaid is, but what you know about the archive, you know that he can be probably a very intimidating figure. I assure you that.
Are you saying that this guy Kincaid is in there with our two friends?
Of course. Who do you think held the door open for you?
I didn't like this
So
guy.
you want to wait in your car until our friends come out? Because we're not making any deals with you until we talk to the rest of our group.
I mean, that's fine. I want to get in the car because it's bulletproof in the event that your wayward, adventurous selves get into the habit of getting shot again.
I'm the
I
only
look
one
over
doing
at
the shot.
Harper. I look over at Harper. Harper, what do you want to do?
Regardless of what you guys want to do, I will be waiting in the car. Thank you. And do please take this note. And she hands a specific note to Harper. Harper, you can see that this note has to Harper written in red crayon on it.
Oh, it's adorable.
Okay, well, thank you. I feel like you're the first person that's been a decently friendly face since this all started. So, thank you for that, and
Child.
I'll be looking forward to meeting you at the coffee shop then.
Harper, don't fall for that.
Oh, sooner. If you agree sooner, then Kincaid can extract whatever secrets you want out from your uninvited guest now. Goodbye. And with that, she walks to the passenger seat of the vehicle, close the door, and you can very distinctly hear a lock mechanism.
Okay.
You guys about to get shot at.
Harper, that was not just a normal kid.
All right. Maharet, Harper, you guys can have your chat over the party chat line. I'm going to go right back over to Kincaid and Thea and Jean. So it is about this time that the person named Aloy comes out of the shop. Aloy is a red-headed beauty. She stands at maybe 5'4", with blue eyes and red hair, which is braided in all sorts of different manner. She looks vaguely irritated with Kincaid, but kind of smoothed over her expression as far as you can tell, Jean. She's like, all right, how can I help you boys?
I look at Kincaid. After you. You were here first.
That's very polite of you, good sir. Darn it, I can't get rid of the British accent. Hold on. That's very polite of you. Yeah, I think I'll go ahead. Hey, Aloy, I'm going to need at least 6 packs of C4. I'm going to need another couple dozen shotguns with the dragon rounds again. Also, do you have holy water back there? Yeah, actually, no, we're out. We had a very wonderful warden come through here, and that warden took all of our holy water and garlic cloves. Okay, well, that sucks. Do you have anything that can combat black Court vampires. For you, I don't think you want a holy symbol. Do you want a holy symbol? No. Gene, I kind of want to see what is your response to this entire exchange.
I'm just kind of seeming not interested in it, just looking at the firearms, but at least eavesdropping and trying to pick up important names.
Okay. Thea, are you still on the other side ordering food?
I think so. Well, how long has it been since?
Maybe 10 minutes.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, I probably would have already placed the order and had my.
Okay. You do know that it's a burger and chicken joint. He did scoff when somebody else who was in line in front of you mentioned any vegetarian options. So
I think Harper's just getting fries.
person who was at that counter was just a beefy man with an apron, a bald pate, and blue eyes, who looked to be in their mid-30s. But okay, so it's been done, and you have wandered over to Jean by this point?
Yes.
Okay. You are hearing the same thing. Would you like to weigh in on any of this?
Okay, so I heard him talking about Black Court vampires. Buddy, you're gonna fall off my lap if you keep doing that. Toddlers.
I don't think he is on your lap, but he can be if you really want him to be.
Oh, hold on. Chloe's trying to handle the bean. But anyway, Black Court vampires.
Yeah, so whatever
Okay.
you want to do in response to that.
Like, has there been an increase in Black Court vampire activity?
He looks over to you and he tells you it's better to be prepared than not prepared.
Fair enough.
So what's a changeling doing here?
Just changeling shit. You know, lurking, being chaotic.
You and all of yours. Seems like that's all of the Fae. But at least you're in the right place. At least you're looking at guns instead of crafting nonsense.
That's fair. We do get a little nonsensical in our crafting.
Okay. Anyway, is one of you somebody who goes by the name of Harper or Jean?
That depends
not
who's
Harper?
asking.
The child archive is the one that's asking, and my understanding is Jean would have no idea, but Thea might. Thea, go ahead and roll for lore again. Thea, you feel like
I'm
you
getting
should.
new dice. I swear to fuck.
Thea, you feel like you should know, but you don't. Would you like to? Would you like to? Out?
Sorry, I'm looking back through my notes. I think we've mentioned the archive before, and I'm trying to remember if the archive was something that I recognized when we talked to.
Yes,
Okay, yeah.
you would remember. So you remember that the Immortal Library specifically mentioned the archive. And you went out again.
Sorry. I remember the library mentioning specifically that the archive has no knowledge of the library. I don't know if I actually know what the archive is. I just know that the archive is kind of an important thing that I should know about.
Yes, that is exactly the case. You can, of course, claim ignorance if you'd like, or you can pretend you know who the hell the archive is. Your choice.
I don't know, it seems like a dangerous game. I don't want to admit to ignorance, but I definitely don't want to be like, oh yeah, the archive, and then say something stupid like, yeah, he was just here last week. I'm not going to do that. That would be dumb.
Bluff, babe, bluff.
Yeah, we're gonna bluff.
If you wanna roll deceit on Kincaid, by all means do so. Conversations in your hands, Thea and Jean.
Yeah, I have no clue about any of that.
I'm getting new dice. This is ridiculous.
You went mute again.
I rolled a 0 on deceit, but I do have a +3, so I got a 3 on deceit. I'm like, oh, the archive. What did the archive want with Harper?
He looks at you. I'm gonna roll alertness, which, by the way, unless he gets all negatives, you lose. He did not get all negatives. He's like, oh well, you're the one that they call Thea. I heard you were a good friend of Harper. Yeah, no. We know about you going to a certain library that we apparently have no knowledge of.
Yeah, they. Interesting. What does that mean? You have no knowledge of the library.
Oh, no. We have knowledge of the library. They think we have no knowledge of them. You're the first people we've decided to actually talk to about this. Based on your profile that the archive made. And now that will trigger your knowledge of the archive coming to the surface. You know that the archive is the bulwark of mortal knowledge, which means that she can know everything that is ever written down or spoken lore-wise among the human race ever.
I thought it was just written stuff. I didn't know it was spoken too. Because that's why Dresden wrote stuff down a couple times in the series. Anyway.
So if it has to do with passing down stories, then she will know about that too. Because there's a lot of oral traditions that were in some of the old tribes.
Fair enough. Sorry, my brain is just like spinning up like, oh shit, this is big shit. The archive. What did the archive want to know? Is the archive here?
The archive currently isn't in here. She did ask me to get her some orange juice, so I'm going to get her some of that. But she's in the car.
The armored car? Or sorry, we don't know it's armored. Jean knows it's armored. I don't think he told the rest of us. The black car out there?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Also, hey, Jean, the archive wants to extend a courtesy. Anything costing up to $15,000 today is on our account. Go ahead and spend whatever you want.
Are you sure about that? Because you just spent $1,500.
Jean gets super excited.
Oh, no. That was just the start of my order. Aloy knows that. And he just kind of looks over, and Aloy's just crossing her arms like, can you get to the point, Kincaid?
I have a shopping list.
You're about to like sploosh internally, dude.
A little bit. So I need 5 boxes. So, all right, here's my order. You know what? I need 5 boxes of 9mm ammo. I need a...
And Aloy holds her hand up. Hold on. Mistress, can you get over here, please? And another person who also has red hair, with the white streak going down it, just comes out and is like, what is it, Aloy? Can you not take an order? Yeah, Kincaid just fronted this guy $15,000. I'm pretty sure he's going to spend it all now. And, you figure this out while I deal with Kincaid. And this person just looks at Kincaid and is like, did you have to do that?
Well, don't worry. I can't spend it all today. I don't think my car can take the load.
Bitch, yes you can. I'm gonna send you a list.
Well,
Okay.
and,
Like you're never coming back?
he just says, yeah, our credit is probably good for the next month. Normally it's only 24 hours, but you're doing the good work. So, $15,000 for the next month, by all means. And then he just starts walking over to the food area.
Okay. Okay. So how do you want me to send you this list?
The person in red with the white streak just looks visibly annoyed at you and just says, well, if you can't figure it out, how about you just write down what you want?
All right, hope you got a pen, smart ass.
If you want, we only charge $500 to deliver to your place of wherever you want. So if
Yeah, ain't gonna happen on the move.
How do
All
you
right.
not already know what you want, Gene?
I know what I want. I wanted to know
That's
what would
not
make
a
it
lot.
easier on them, and I got attitude
You want it
back.
now.
That's what I'm doing. I was
Get a
gonna.
Remington.
So then the Aloy starts explaining, okay, so in case you don't actually know, we have everything possible to combat the supernatural. We also have plenty that the mortal authorities would be very interested in. So whatever you want, from Wolverine claws to silver pentacles that are not inherited and therefore you would not actually be able to use them against werewolves, but would be able to pass them down if you wanted.
All right,
We have here.
that's awesome. I'm gonna come back for a
Should probably get one of those for
custom
each of us.
for
I'm
a
just saying.
custom cod piece later, but we're gonna put a pin in that one. I need 5 boxes of 9mm ammo. Pistol
Can we get
cleaning
one
kit.
silver pentacle for each person in the group?
And armor for Thea and Harper.
Can I get through my damn list?
Yeah,
But
the only person who has this credit account right now is Gene. So
He can order whatever he wants and then give it
And-
to Harper and Thea.
That just
They need armor.
calm
They're
Harper,
squishy.
so
down.
I would
We
Maharet and Harper to remember that you guys are not here.
yeah,
I'm
we
sorry.
we don't have any input right
I'm sorry. I'm shut up. I'm sorry. Damn it.
All right. 5 boxes of 9mm ammo, a pistol cleaning kit, a shotgun cleaning kit, a first aid kit. I need a 12 gauge Remington that holds 7 rounds, 5 boxes of 12 gauge shells, a reloading press, empty shells so I can reload myself. 1, 2, 3 civilian bulletproof vests. Probably just Kevlar's fine. Let me see here. 1, 2, 3. Probably say 22 pistols with
And you-
ammo.
Frantically writing it down, so they're keeping track.
And let me see here also.
So if you could help me and just like actually put it in the chat as well.
Okay. Now I have to stop talking and type because I can't do both.
Okay, so if this is being recorded, someone can always go back and add the list so you get it. But
Yeah.
yeah, that's doable. It's all good.
Don't worry. Don't worry. We're pretty much all getting set with. You all are at least getting a small firearm, not much recoil. Feel better with at least a blade on all of you, I guess. Vest if you want it. Also, do you have any extra attitudes back there? One of our group really needs one.
Is one of your group a member of the Fae?
No, not that one. We just need a new attitude. Someone's going to need it.
If you want an attitude in the form of a weapon, we do have a weapon named Attitude.
That is awesome, and we will return to that at a later point. But I think this should pretty much do my order,
Okay.
at least for now.
That did not come out to much. Are you sure?
Don't worry. I'll be back tomorrow, probably, if I'm still alive.
Well, we hope you're alive. We do enjoy your business. Or really Kincaid's business. You're kind of whatever to us, no offense.
None taken. It's his money.
So yeah, we will get that to you. I think so. We can get you the Kevlar right now, but we don't know what size you guys want.
All right, you'll measure her, and then we're going to go bring in 2 others for measurement.
Okay, no problem at all. Would you like to open your credit account to them as well?
This is, yeah, you know what? Go for it. That way,
Okay.
in case they could pick up anything I may have forgotten. You know what? Let's see what they have. Let's do this.
All right. Well, we will get this out to you now. Did you specifically state that you wanted a Remington 7-shot?
Yes.
Would you like any other modifications to this Remington?
You know what? I would really love a carbon fiber stock. Always wanted one.
I was wondering if you wanted the capacity to fire silver rounds. Did you want the capacity to fire other types of rounds as well? Did you want a fire barrel?
I'm going to pretty much be firing normal slugs, birdshot, and rock salt, iron shrapnel. And yeah, pretty much everything but fire.
Okay. Well, we will get that to you. Give us about 15 minutes. We've got some of the, the Pixie Fae back there, as I like to call them, who do most of our orders for us. So
that's hot. That's a hot way to live.
And she just gives you a strange look, and I'm just going to ignore that. And
Most people do.
Walks to the back. It's at this point that Kincaid is carrying a weapon in one hand and just puts it at a holster and some orange juice along with some fries in the other. And he's like, all right, well.
Breakfast of champions.
Or not. And just walks off.
Yeah.
Hey, don't forget my food.
Don't worry. We're waiting for it to be ordered. Once it's called, I'll run it out. You're getting measured for a flak vest.
Called out. Thea, get your fucking food.
All right.
Okay, I'm going to get the food.
I go run it out to the car so she can get her size for her vest.
Okay.
And once I get out to the car, I hand it to him and let him know, hey, yeah, your guys' turn to go inside.
And they have no idea what you're talking about, so.
Well, you guys need to go in there because I bought you all some flak vests, so.
What are you talking about?
You need to
bought
go.
us what? You don't have any money. Where'd you get this stuff?
Don't worry about my money. But it's all in there. You also got a couple weapons waiting for you.
I don't need a flak vest, Gene.
Well,
they do. I don't need armor.
Wear it. Don't wear it. We got one.
Did you get me some knuckles?
You can go in there and get some if you want.
Okay. I can go in there and get whatever I want. How much did you spend? Who gave you this money, Gene? What's going on?
Damn, it's a lot of questions.
What is? I don't understand. You guys go in there, and then you come out saying you can go in and get whatever you want. Like, what happened?
Well, one of the fine gentlemen in there extended a very common courtesy and said, here is $15,000. You can spend it. And I said, okay, I'm going to.
What's the catch?
Not sure. Didn't kind of drifted in and out on that one.
Y'all didn't even ask?
$15,000 to spend at a gun shop.
We've got all this crap going on right now, and you just accepted $15,000 from some random guy? Who is it?
Thea.
Some guy named Kincaid.
That's his daddy.
Because of your supernaturally binding gift exchange, remember that any gift you receive from either Thea or Kincaid, you are bound to give in turn.
Oh,
Well, it would be from Jean. So, like, not to Kincaid. It's from
Yes, so
Kincaid
you
via Jean.
You didn't receive anything directly from Kincaid. You did receive it from Jean. So keep in mind, anything you get from Jean, you have to return the favor in some fashion.
Yeah, I'm not going to tell him that.
You are actually supernaturally bound to tell him that.
Okay, I'm sorry, but that is lame and rude, and I'm formally lodging a complaint against my heritage.
All right. File it. We'll get to it in 7 to 10 business days, and then we'll consider it.
So I guess we're going in.
Yeah, I'll watch the guy for a minute. They got to get my order ready, and once you guys are done, you can come out, and I'll go back in, get my order, come out.
Okay. It's been about an hour, if I have the timing right. Well, it's only really been about a half hour. So I think you guys have about 6.5 hours remaining, if I'm correct.
Awesome.
Anybody up for a game of poker? I'm kidding. I'm terrible at poker.
me too.
That's all right. I got Cards
British
Against
motherfuckers.
Humanity. I got Uno. I got Dos.
As you guys are discussing amongst yourself, you see mostly from the passenger broken window, you see the person you have in the back stirring and starting to rise a little bit.
Guys, we gotta wake him up. He has been
Do
out
we?
for way too long.
Walk over and just flick him on the back of the head, pretty much at
Why
this
don't we
point.
wait for Kincaid?
You should be out for a little bit after
Do
that.
anything. Lucky you.
Can we just check and make sure he's still alive?
Heard?
I feel
Yeah.
for a pulse.
Can I just
no,
can I
he's
just pipe
awake,
in here?
trying to rise.
Oh,
Can I just pipe in here?
yeah.
Yes.
If we give the archive some info on the library, she can set Kincaid on this guy to get the information you need.
So everyone's implying I can't do it for myself.
Can we trust
Don't
her?
be such a man about it.
I don't know. I feel weird about this, you guys.
What's
Okay,
wrong?
look.
They gave us $15,000.
And you
Everything
didn't even
comes with a
ask
price.
why.
Would you?
I don't trust your judgment, Gene.
Both
I'm just
Kincaid
excited
and-
about guns.
I just need to go over and knock on the car and tell her. Either way.
Well,
Okay.
you guys are
So-
discussing yourself.
You guys really want to? You really want to do this with this little girl?
Not really.
She is not a normal little girl.
Do you know who she is?
She's the archive.
Yeah, she is someone who would be incredibly valuable to have any kind of favor with or any kind of positive interaction.
I get it. I
She's
get it.
neutral,
She's
but-
neutral. So that doesn't mean she's on our side. She's seeking.
No.
She's doing this for herself. She's not doing it necessarily
Mhm.
for us. And what are we going to be obligated to?
Have you opened
we
the
can discuss
grant
it.
letter yet?
She did.
I mentioned in a party chat that I wanted to.
Okay.
Yeah,
Have you,
she read the note. What's the note say?
the note says in blue crayon, "We're on your side if you want us to be."
I thought it was red crayon.
No, the red crayon was the outside.
Oh Lord.
Now they're switching things up. Can't be trusted.
We're on your side if you want us to be.
Honestly, we do kind of need an ally in our corner. It doesn't really matter what ally that is. We just need an
Whatever you
ally.
guys want to do. I don't trust anyone except for our group.
Yep.
Jean, let me just say,
Go ahead and give yourself a fate point, Maharet. That was perfect.
Thank
That
you.
went from your unwilling exile and cast out Omega concepts. Good job role playing. Continue on.
I was gonna say, so Jean, just so you're aware, the archive knows everything that has been written down and all like stories in human history, right? If anybody has written anything down in regards to your missing kid, she would have access to that information. There are things she has access to and power that she has access to, because knowledge is power, that we just do not have. Like, I have a fair amount of knowledge based on, my job and all that, but this kid has a level and depth of knowledge that we could not possibly comprehend.
But
so
how can a
consider
kid
that.
have that?
Magic, man.
Explain to Jean who the
Magic. Oh.
Harper's eyes kind of widen in understanding, and she's definitely thinking about something.
Okay. As you guys are having this discussion, you see 2 car doors open from the black sedan, and both Kincaid and the archive get out. And Kincaid looks over it, is like, this is getting annoying, while the archive says, right on time.
I don't like that.
Hello, have you guys made a decision yet? We saw you bickering amongst yourselves and thought maybe we could put in a good word.
Yeah. Usually A-B conversation, you can kindly see your way out of it.
Oh, hey, come on. They just
We're having a group talk. No one needs to butt in. I don't care who they are.
I'm giving you a fate point, Gene. That sounds very much like your paranoid side coming out, so I love it. Go ahead.
I do think we need their help.
Yes, 1000%.
Oh, wait.
Like I said, whatever you guys want to do, I'm on your, I just don't trust anyone outside of this group.
I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to compel Jean right now. Your father figure part aspect is kind of coming into play a little bit here. You can't imagine saying anything too hurtful to this little girl.
Oh no, that was mostly Kincaid. But you know what? I'm gonna play into it. I'm gonna be a father figure, but a stern one.
So have you guys made a decision yet? We really would like to get the information from this necromancer's head, and he can kill you guys very quickly.
Yeah, my vote is to let them help us, please.
Yeah, I'm gonna say this, sweetie. The grown-ups need to discuss something. It's very important. Please give us some time.
Dude,
I don't know him.
do not be condescending to her.
I don't know this man.
I have no idea about any of this shit, so.
You see the little girl just narrow her eyes, and she's like, sir, understand that I do not need approval from you.
No, but
And you see a dust devil that is very strong form behind her, and just kind of whip dust all over the place.
I'm gonna get it, Gene.
Oh, she's really pissed.
Miss the archive, he does not speak for the rest of us. I would like to make that exceedingly clear.
I concur with Thea.
It's all right.
He's an idiot. He's an idiot. He doesn't know. He's just a human.
I'll say this. Maybe you don't need a lesson in that, but maybe you should need some manners and to learn not to interrupt people.
Maharet, can you just handle your boy?
Boom!
Get him under
Aspect.
I
Mess with the
grab
bull,
Gene
you
by
get the
arm
horns.
and I pull him away from the conversation.
Because, yeah, this sounds like some bullshit that your character is
And
pulling.
I
Right?
sternly whisper to Gene, shut the fuck up.
Why does everyone gotta treat us like a damn idiot? You know what? Why don't they just let us sit here, discuss a damn decision that they gave us?
I put my hand over Gene's
While
mouth.
this is going on, you
There's
see
Garnic's phone.
her hand into a circle, whisper a word that none of you guys can hear, and Jean is encompassed in a blue bubble right now. And none of you guys can hear a word that he's saying anymore. Don't worry, he's very much alive, and it'll dissipate in about 8 minutes. But he was very annoying. Please be more polite than your friend.
She put him in timeout.
I snorted.
All right.
We're gonna hear about this later.
Oh yeah.
Right. So,
And
what? I guess
Hey,
Harper, you're the.
Did you really just put him in timeout? Why, yes, I did. Better than a bullet in his head. Wouldn't you agree?
Oh yeah,
No.
that's a great way to get people to help you.
No, I would not agree.
I
I-
calmed Gene. I was on Gene. I was holding Gene when he was put in the bubble, so I'm in the bubble as well.
No,
And I
you
have a side.
far
No.
more than that.
Okay, fine. So I tell Jean, you need to calm down. That she is not a normal child. I understand your father figure role, but
Can you roll an alertness check, Gene?
Yep. Oh shit. That's a 1.
You can't hear a goddamn thing. You know there's shit going on outside the bubble. You don't even know what this bubble is.
and I can't be in the bubble with him.
You cannot be in the bubble with him. The archive is far too crafty for that.
I don't think you want to be in the bubble with him right now. He is probably shrieking incoherently.
Yeah, I'm pretty much trying to stab at it, trying to tear my way out.
There is 0 effect, by the way.
I don't stop.
That's fine.
If we agree, can Jean at least be there for the questioning or however you're getting the knowledge out of this guy?
And Kincaid says, "Are you offering a peace bond on behalf of Jean? If so, we will hold you to it."
Dude, I have no idea what that means.
I promise you, I can calm him down. I'll calm him down. He does not understand what's going on. He's just a human. He doesn't even know what you are. He doesn't understand.
We might want to leave him in the bubble for the moment, or at least let sound penetrate towards him.
So Thea and Maharet, I want you guys to roll a lore check to determine whether or not you guys know what a peace bond is. Maharet, you do not know what a peace bond is at all, and I can't hear any one of you guys.
Parlay?
I can hear you.
I'm here.
Okay, I can hear
Right.
now.
I rolled a 1.
Okay, your 1 is enough. You know that a peace bond is your given word that somebody will remain peaceable during an engagement. And you also know that if a peace bond is broken, that the neutral arbiter, which is known as the archive, is bound to kill anyone who violates that peace bond.
Yeah, let's not do that. Let's leave him in the bubble, because if he fucks up under a peace bond, we all die. So I'm not about it. We should leave him in the bubble. Maybe if you want, we can let sound penetrate, or we can explain to him later, but I do not want to deal with Gene getting us killed because he's hot-tempered and can't handle a child speaking down to him, rightfully so. The
I
kid
agree with
speaking down.
Thea. All right. Yeah, I think it would be best for us. Yes.
Okay, well, and then the archive seems to consider your words and is like, you seem to be holding the appropriate respect. Very well. I will allow him to at least hear all of the questions and answers, if not directly interact with us. And she snaps her fingers, and Jean, you can suddenly hear everything that is going on outside.
As soon as that happens, because I'm standing next to Gene while he's in the bubble, I'm like, Gene, you're an idiot.
No. And what else is an idiot?
He can't hear you, Gene.
I hear you.
I'm going to still talk. Rah, rah, rah.
Well, no, you didn't hear anything up until that point, so you have no idea. You just know that you can suddenly hear now. Do you say anything at all?
Oh, I'm just going off.
Okay.
He
Well,
can't say, no, he can hear, but he can't. We can't
Exactly.
hear him.
Yeah, you
right?
can't hear me, but I can hear
So the
you.
first thing he hears, as soon as he can hear, is, Gene, you're an idiot.
Yep. And what you guys notice is Jean appears to be doing some gestures and speaking and doing whatever, and you guys can't hear a word.
So we
And-
ignore Gene and move on.
I'm just gonna wave at him, point at my ears, and shrug.
I'm going to try to blow some of my breath on the bubble thing. So it's kind of like a mirror and try to write.
There does not appear to be any humidity that gets attached to the bubble.
You
I'm gonna-
cannot communicate with us, Gene. You're in timeout.
Anyway, shall we get this show on the road, Harper? Do you give this prisoner to us? If so, we will allow you to ask any number of questions, and Kincaid will encourage this.
Well, we didn't have to give him up to the wardens, right? The wardens just want the book. This gets this guy off of our hands. Are you taking him permanently or just to question?
To question and then dispose of, yes.
Harper, you're in charge of him. I don't know if we can give him to her.
Oh, absolutely, yes. A prisoner's exchange is just that. And as a neutral arbiter, who this person has broken the rules of the Accords in the past, we are allowed to do as we see fit, in accordance with Mab's judgment.
I understand that and I respect that, ma'am. But that's not what the library told Harper.
I don't want to deal with this man any longer than we have to.
One
We
of us
do not have the power to handle this man if he gets loose for any reason.
Your decision. It must be now.
I give him up willingly.
Harper, Thea, and I talk amongst ourselves so the archive can't hear.
I don't think we can. That's not going to work.
Would you, using what methodology?
Sign language.
Oh no, we just get in a little huddle and whisper, even though the archive knows everything. I'm just like, this is not what the library said, you guys.
And
She doesn't know anything about the library. She doesn't even know where it is.
not a signatory of the Accords.
So what?
The library is not a signatory of the Accords. We are.
Okay.
The library only handed responsibility of him over to
Whatever
us
you wanna do.
anyways.
Okay. I got you back. Whatever you want to do.
Yeah, take him, please.
Why, thank you. Kincaid, I am going to put our prisoner here in the back of our... Can you hand me that? And you see Kincaid take out a syringe with blue fluid, plunge it into his neck, and suddenly he appears to be, the prisoner appears to be much more cooperative. We're going to question him from the back of the sedan, but we're going to lower the window. Do you mind, Kincaid?
Is he gonna elbow the window?
No, he opens the back door.
Too soon.
You can see from the inside that it is also grated, so there appears to be a partition between the front doors, or the front side and the back side. And you can see that it has all manner of shekels in it.
Giggity wagon.
And he puts them in, but leaves the door open. Okay. What questions would you like answered?
Can we take a little bit of a break before we get to that?
Yeah, we can take a 5-minute.
Okay.
All right. You guys see this person just in the back seat, just sitting compliantly. And Kincaid just turns to you guys, is like, okay, well, you guys can ask whatever questions you want. And then he turns to the other guy and he's like, hey, I just want to let you know that eventually that serum will kill you. The quicker you answer the questions, the less painful that serum will actually kill you with. So just keep that in mind, and also know that I can make it far more painful for you. Go ahead, guys.
Harper is mildly horrified.
Gene's still in his own little bubble.
Are we asking the questions, or is the archive and her entourage asking the questions?
Kincaid says, it's all you guys. You can ask whatever you want. I'll just encourage him to answer appropriately. Oh, one more thing. And he draws a circle in the sand around you guys. And he's like, all right, you guys will be protected from anyone trying to fuck with you.
Just gotta look over at Maharet and say, well, you know the most about Jean's situation if you want to start asking questions down that line.
Okay, first question. Do you no yes or no questions?
You can ask whatever questions you want.
For how long? And am I limited to how many?
Hold on, are you asking me or are you asking Kincaid?
Both.
Oh. Kincaid looks at you, he's like, he's got about another 15 minutes before he dies. But every answer he gives, he'll answer truthfully, if not completely wholly. You do have to formulate your questions appropriately. And I'm gonna start my timer.
We have actually 15 minutes
Give or
in real
take.
time. Okay, cool. Let's go.
Doesn't
Do you
Jean
know where
pop out of
Aaron
the
is?
bubble halfway through that?
Nope.
What?
I'm still in the
Are there
bubble.
consequences to every question he answers? Does he die a little faster with each question?
Hold on, say that again.
Does he die faster with each question? Am I limited to how many questions? You said 15 minutes, but are there catches to it? Like the more questions I ask within the 15 minutes, I might shorten the time because.
Well, the more he struggles, the less time he'll have, but also the more painful of a time he'll have. He'll want to answer the questions to make the pain go away. Yeah.
All right. Okay. Thank you. Do you know where Aaron is?
I do.
Where is she?
Egypt.
Where in Egypt?
Near the Nile.
I'm in complete denial of this.
Who
You should
took
probably
her
ask
there?
who has her.
Who took her there and who has her?
Jeremiah of Clanner took her, and Clanner is the one that has her.
Oh, is there a specific city their headquarters is in?
No, we operate in cells.
Why did they take her?
Is the Jeremiah clan here in El Paso?
Yes,
Where?
everywhere. And you see Kincaid go, not so fast. Answer the question unless you want me to burn your toes off one by one.
Where's your boss? Where are you based out of in El Paso?
It's a church near downtown. They don't tell us.
Have you been there?
No. And you see him sag in relief. And Kincaid just goes, there's a good boy.
What kind of church?
I don't know. Does it look like I go to church?
Fair.
Have you been working with anyone? Who else have you been working with?
The Fae. Other people. I don't
Working
know.
directly with the courts?
Say again?
Working directly with the courts, the Sealy or Unsealy, or with individuals?
No individuals. Ones who are unhappy with the balance of power.
Where are they? Give me an address.
I don't have an address.
Do you have any notable locations you can give us the addresses to?
There's an Accord station nearby.
There's an accord
Where?
right
Like
there.
the gun store?
The gun store, yes.
Who do you know in there?
I don't actually know anyone in there. I just order guns sometimes, but not really.
Is anyone from the gun store working with you?
No, they hate me.
Same.
Who else have you been working with that you know? Names, descriptions.
A man named Powell.
How?
Howl? Like COWL?
Yes.
Is he a necromancer like you?
Oh, he's so much more.
What is he?
A wizard.
Is he with the White Court?
No, he's not a vampire.
The
White
White Council. Sorry.
Give yourself a fate point for that, Maharet. That was awesome.
Yeah.
Wait, a white council wizard?
Of course. They're upset too. Everyone's upset.
About
Yeah.
what?
The Oblivion War is set and ready to begin. The
When?
master
When?
soon.
What is the Oblivion War?
The outsiders want in. The archives want them out. The Immortal Library helped us with knowledge.
Why were you trying to give the book to the Immortal Library?
I owed a debt.
What debt did you owe?
They gave me knowledge. I had to return the favor.
What specific knowledge?
How to use the lineage of Egypt has a special pact with the dead. There is a way to bind them in order to allow the outsiders to establish a presence here.
Why did they take Aaron to Egypt?
Because of her heritage, you should know, Guardian.
Let's assume that I don't
like-
know. What is her heritage?
The bubble just dissipates.
That was not 15 minutes.
I never said
No, that was Jean's bubble,
Yeah.
not the serum.
Oh. Ugh. Jean?
Oh, I land, look around, and
Jean?
immediately start coming over.
Here we go.
Who are the
Jean,
outsiders?
I need you to calm down. We're on a roll now.
I
Answering these
heard.
questions. I don't need your emotions to get involved. We got to get these answers. I need you to chill out.
There's the ancient ones, the ones that want in
In from where?
from outside reality, you dumb fuck.
All right, just because you're in
What
pain
is
doesn't mean
Aaron's
you need to be a
what
dick.
is Aaron's heritage?
He's Egyptian, part descended from the pharaoh.
Which one?
All of them? I don't fucking know.
Well, that's new to me.
So I'm taking notes.
I got nothing to ask.
Why did you come to us to get the book? What was your plan there? Like, were you going to kill us over the book?
No, I just had a debt to pay.
I'm just checking. I'm paranoid.
Do you know where the book is now?
Well, I assume it got returned to you guys.
We
we have
the book.
Who attacked us?
Someone who doesn't want me anymore.
Name.
Who is
More
he?
specific.
I don't know his name.
Is he a necromancer?
He's a punk sorcerer.
What did you do
Is
to
he with the
him?
White Council?
Why would those bags want this sorcerer? He could barely summon freaking raw heads. He had to summon the memory of raw heads.
What do you know about him?
That he's a bad necromancer.
So we should have just gave him to you. Or gave you to him.
We're getting more use out of him this way, actually. So
Yeah. Although it would have been fun to see him get eaten alive.
You see that his skin
Is Aaron still alive?
Yes, and his skin is getting whiter and whiter, and now the veins are starting to run black. And Kincaid says, "Hurry up!"
what are they waiting for to use Aaron?
There is something, a specific state of mind that the subject has to be in. I don't know anymore, I swear.
Did you help kidnap Aaron?
No, I was just supposed to keep a lookout on the father, waylay him. They promised me.
Do you know who kidnapped Aaron?
Plan or teach, I told you.
Are they still here in El Paso?
Only some of their cells, but I wouldn't know where.
Who is the library affiliated with?
The library wants to bring back the old ones.
Like, we're talking Cthulhu here?
Can you be more specific on the old ones?
The outsiders. Those that are outside. Those that are not of this reality.
Okay. Tentacle face things. Got it.
Why do you think it's called the
money.
library, morons?
The what library?
The immortal library.
Because it never dies. Knowledge is power. It's always there.
Don't worry about answering his questions. We got to keep.
Who else is involved
Uh,
other than necromancers and White Council?
the Winter Court is trying to stop it, and yet where the Winter Court is going for it. And you see him starting to deflate, starting to die.
No! Can I slap him
Who is
and get
number two working for?
You can do whatever you want. Okay, is that what you're doing, Gene?
No.
Okay.
No.
Can I do CPR and get 2 more questions?
I'm just gonna turn to Kincaid, be like, "You have anything you want to ask him?"
And he's looking
Smart.
at you, Miles, and he's like, "Hey, kid, do you want to die now?" Yes.
Too bad.
Cool. And then
No!
he stabs him in the eye.
No!
Well, that escalated quickly. Never saw that coming.
He did.
Yeah.
Well, you had
Front
know,
row
I was
seat.
final request.
All right. So we need to go to Egypt. This is going to be a long plane flight.
The archive steps forward. And where in Egypt would you like to go? You have no idea where this group is.
Somewhere near
No,
the
I-
Nile.
The Nile is a very long river. If I do recall, the longest river.
Yes.
You can't just go to Egypt. The only information we have is the Nile.
It's better than not having anything, and it's a finite space.
Do we have the information about some church near downtown?
They might be
Maybe-
easier to hit right now.
He can look towards the archive, and the archive kind of just sigh. She tries to speak, but you see that her mouth just clamps shut as if she cannot speak. And Kincaid looks at you and just says, "She is not free to speak of all things. Apparently, this matter became a good deal more dangerous than it was before."
So we promised to help or hand over the prisoner in exchange for information about the Immortal Library, correct?
That is correct, yes.
Okay. So the only thing, Harper owes a debt to the Immortal Library, and we would like to make sure that that is paid before any fuckery happens with the library for her safety, if that's possible.
It is. And in fact, if you guys were to give me the book, I could add a page that allows me to track this library.
Well,
We need what is it? Technical manuals, correct?
database and computer science stuff.
Do we really want to make an enemy of the library?
What?
I'd rather have the library than the archive as an enemy, to be honest.
Can you ensure that if you help us add this data to this book, to the library, give this data to the library, that it won't come back to us?
I can make no such guarantees, not knowing what their capabilities are. And Jean, to be clear, you will either make an enemy of the Immortal Library, or you will make an enemy of me. Choose carefully.
You're supposed to be neutral.
That's the
Or
thing. Jean, you can make an enemy of whoever you want, but I'm going to choose to help the archive.
I was
because
just saying, do we really want to piss off the library?
less than, or more, better them than the archive. If you recall Bubble Time.
I don't trust either one of them.
As you should.
Fair.
I honestly, the
Not a
library, I
matter of
don't
trust, it's a
mind.
matter of self-preservation.
These people, I don't like. They're
Why do you
pompous,
think
they're
we paid
arrogant.
$15,000?
You didn't like the library either, Gene.
Way better than this. At least the library, I don't have to step in, although this one loves to keep stepping into our conversation when it doesn't concern them.
She gave you $15,000 on stuff.
All things aside, I now have my end of the bargain to fulfill with the archive
and the library.
Yeah.
So let's do it, guys. I don't want Harper to have to keep have this over her head. She's on a time limit. We can't lose Harper.
The good news is we don't have to cart the necromancer around anymore. We just have to find a way to pass the time between now and when we meet with the wardens. I don't think we have enough time to get a book and give it to the library before we meet with the wardens. Just based on the way that time passes, it might not be the best idea to go back in there and risk getting stuck.
Yeah.
Do we even have to enter to give them the books? Can I just pass it through the door?
Yeah, don't they have like a Dropbox?
I don't think it's that easy, you guys.
I don't remember there being a Dropbox, but
They had that slide in the door.
I know they did.
The archive kind of holds up her itty bitty hand. And
Yes,
she's like,
ma'am.
"So while you are all discussing, just tell me what you want to do. I'm going to give you guys, all of you, just a phone number for you to call, and Kincaid will answer it. Just make sure you continue to do the good work. The outside is no friend."
I have a question for you, little miss.
I have no answers, but go ahead.
Well, if you have no answers, then I might as well not ask the question.
That's up to
She's
you.
limited.
You're supposed to know everything,
I do, and I am bound to neutrality,
but you don't know about the library.
which is very, very concerning.
I think we should just go to a Barnes & Noble.
Yes. I think that would be
What?
our best course of action.
What?
Oh, we have to get a
grab?
book.
Kincaid, give him the note. And when you change your mind, when you understand what is at stake, by all means, give me a call. In the meantime, please continue to fight the outsiders and let us know if you would like to be Oblivion agents in the future.
Are you kidding me right now?
That sounds
My only
fancy.
question: Do we need to get the book that we're going to turn into the Immortal Library to you first before we turn it to the library, or do we just have something that we can put into it?
It would be better if the book came from me, but only certain men do.
All right.
Before you
So-
leave, you knew who we were and you knew who we had,
Yes,
and you wanted us to ask questions of him.
yes.
Who else is with his group? Who else do you know here in El Paso that he worked with that we could pursue?
You see her visibly thinking, trying to open her mouth, not being able to, and then eventually taking a deep breath and saying, I would recommend going to the wardens first. And there may indeed be people there who are able to answer some of your questions. Unfortunately, I am unable to. And you see a silent tear drop from one of her eyes.
Is there any information that you can give us freely, or
I want to know
Anything.
why you're unable to.
I'm bound to neutrality.
fair enough?
The archive does not allow me, the entity that makes me me.
So you
Do you
can't
want
point
anything
us.
from Barnes
You
and
can't
Noble?
point us in any other direction than going to the wardens.
I have done as much as I know how to.
Yay, the wardens.
Is Jean free and clear with this $15,000 gift?
Of course. Although it was not a gift necessarily freely given, as long as you act on behalf of the archive, which is everything you've been doing up to this point, and everything I foresee you doing, because otherwise his daughter probably dies.
Let's
Do you
go.
need anything else from us?
Keep fighting your fight. And
You have a-
be in
Are you
touch.
going to come back?
I'll probably send Kincaid. And with that, Kincaid hands each of you guys a card with a phone number, and that phone number has crayon numbers written on it. I do like crayon. It gets the point across so much better. Kincaid, we need to leave. I need to get back to Switzerland and in bed.
Switzerland.
Well, that I guess it would make sense. The most neutral person's in the most neutral area in the world.
And with that, Kincaid's like,
Banks aren't neutral.
ladies, gentlemen.
Pause.
Yeah, go ahead.
I grabbed Kincaid's arm.
You grab Kincaid's arm. Okay. When you grab Kincaid's arm, are you doing it with violence in mind, or are you attempting to restrain him? Give me the characterization.
I grab his arm nicely, pleading,
So with
and kind of flirtatiously. Who are you? Because I rolled bad on that, and I don't know who he is, and apparently Thea doesn't either really know. So, and if we're going to be dealing with him again, I flirtatiously and kindly grab his arm, and just between me and him, who are you?
So I need you. So this isn't an intimidation. I need
Which
you.
I have.
No, this is not intimidation.
Oh, you bitch. That's what I thought you were going to say, and now you're taking it back?
No, because
You can't intimidate Kincaid.
Why
you're
not?
flirting, so it's not intimidation. I believe.
Sure it is.
Would it just be a straight up presence roll?
Presence?
This might be a presence roll. Yeah.
Come on. Give me.
I will give you either presence or conviction. You may roll either of them. Oh, no. This would be rapport.
Rapport? Do I
Yeah.
have? I don't have rapport.
You do
Do I
not
have
have
Is that a? Was that a one?
that.
You don't let me do it?
You can roll for rapport. Try flirting with Kincaid. So that's a 2. Kincaid, casts you a decidedly ugly glance.
I'm cute though.
Based on the books, I think you're too tall for him.
And he tells you, never, ever put your hands on me again unless you would like to lose the hand.
Ooh, tough guy. Are we
I
done
don't
here?
flinch. I don't flinch. I don't waver.
Are you still touching him?
I let him go.
Okay. He's like, to answer the question, I'm the archive's bodyguard and driver. And that is all you need to know.
Okay. Fine.
Never, ever touch somebody who is bodyguarding the archive or any member of the Accords ever again. And with that, he gives you a very chilly gaze and goes over to the driver's seat of the vehicle.
And I glare at him right back with my yellow eyes.
Sith Lord.
Wait. Archive?
She hasn't stepped in and she's like, yes, Miss Harper.
Do you know anything about my parents?
She says, I know a great deal. And that information does cost something. I will, however, give it to you if you call that number and if you agree to work for me in a more direct fashion.
Archive.
Very well, thank you.
Her question immediately reminds me, and I have a sense of urgency, and I ask the archive just as she's getting in the car.
Okay.
Does my family have anything to do with this?
She stops, turns around, smiles, and says, that is a fantastic question. And I believe you would find more information if you go to Jean's house, perhaps later today.
What's at my house?
She smiles at you sweetly and says, I don't want to put you in another bubble, so I'm going to leave now. And she just closes the door.
It's a bulletproof fucking car. See how well bulletproof it is against fucking 20 pounds of C4.
I think you're lucky it's a bulletproof car.
And with that, the car drives off, bulletproof and all.
Do not threaten the archive, Jean.
Look, she needs to stop being a little bitch.
I'm so glad she's in the car now.
I don't want. I'm gonna stand next to him in case she smites us.
I think so. The archive needs to put herself in little timeout.
Oh my goodness.
My daughter slapped the shit out of her speaking to me
We've
like
got
that.
a lot of information tonight, you guys. We've got to talk about. We've got to work on our next steps on our strategy. This.
Now,
How much
I'm
time do we
freaked
have
out.
left?
Okay. There are about 5 hours left between the wardens turning up at the coffee shop.
Do y'all have anything else you need to go into this store for?
just my order.
Gene, I really think you need to spend that money now. I don't know if we're going to have time to come back, especially if we got to go to Egypt. Let's load up on what we got to get and let's get it. Let's do it and make a list.
Well, I pretty much got everything I've wanted right now. It's free to you guys. You just got to go in and tell them what you want. Tell them what the account's on. That's it.
How much do we have left?
You certainly have well over $10,000.
Well,
T4
we've
not that-
got
They have magical weapons and armor, and
I do, and a little bit of metagaming. You should always be wary when you just get free stuff.
Oh, I know.
yeah, I don't trust this.
Oh no, it was a dumb thing to accept that.
We
But you did.
Yeah, party
And so we have it.
conflict. I like to stir the pot.
Dude, I would have loved if Thea had accepted. That would have been perfect.
Why?
Thea, you know why?
Because as a Fae, I have magically binding gift giving. Supernaturally binding gift exchanges. So if I were to accept a $15,000 credit to a store and then use all of it, I would owe them equivalent favors, actions, items, whatever, for what they gave me, because as a Fae, at least half Fae, I have to honor gift exchanges, which means that technically anything Gene got me with that gift, I have to repay him in kind in some way, unless he dies. Not really sure how that works if he dies.
Gene's
That
human,
may be really
so-
quick.
But Gene's human, so there's
Where you
no
going?
Gene's human, so there's no obligation or anything.
Oh no,
He's free and clear.
when it comes to
There's-
the obligation is on the part of her Fae side. So
So as long as I am still part Fae in any way, then I will owe that obligation until he dies or until it's repaid. I'm not really sure what happens if he dies.
if he dies,
You're
then
gonna-
it the next in his line, which is his daughter. So you would owe his daughter.
Fair
So
enough.
you're pretty
And-
much
and
just gonna
I'm-
owe
I'm
us for like the
totally-
next 20 minutes. You're good.
Well, I'm totally comfortable with her owing Gene, but her owing the gun shop and whoever those
No,
people
don't
were.
worry.
it's me.
That's
No,
not
I don't
an issue now.
Anyway,
Okay.
you guys are now just in this empty lot. So I'm gonna give us 2 minutes. All right, so we are back in session. We have approximately 13 minutes before Nick has to get to do things. Okay, so at this point, the archive and Kincaid have left with the dead body. And you guys are standing outside. Harper no longer has her clove cigarette in her hand. It is now on the ground, stomped. And Jean did, in fact, Thea did, in fact, bring out food for all of you guys. So you may go from here. That was one of the things that Thea brought out, by the way. This establishment does sell alcohol.
It's gun store. I don't know about Texas, but I know in Arizona you can't like open carry.
Gun store. They don't
Say what?
care. Supernatural guns. They don't care.
Fair.
Have I gotten my order yet?
Yeah, it's
Food.
Okay.
It only took them 15 minutes, Gene. You already got your stuff, dude.
I just want to make
Okay.
sure.
Yeah.
last I checked, Jean had told Harper and Maharet to go inside and outfit themselves appropriately, that there was still well over $1,000 worth of monies that could be used.
You said 10,000.
Over 10,000.
There's
That's how much
a
we have
lot.
left.
Yes.
Yeah.
Pretty much everything I've spent is, about 35, around 4,000?
I would say about
So Harper and I go into the gun store and get what we want.
yeah. So
Cool.
Aloy goes and she greets you and she's like, okay, what do you guys want? I want to get you guys out of here because you guys are nothing but trouble. I saw what you
What just happened? What? It was conversation outside. What?
yeah, conversation where someone gets stabbed in the air. What do you want?
Well, I don't necessarily need armor. Why is none of your business, but could
hey,
use some knuckles.
This is Aloy speaking, by the way. She already knows.
She knows who I am.
I didn't hear what you said.
Shit. She knows who I am. Cool.
What did Aloy say?
She's like, because you're a shapeshifter. Got it. I already know.
You're a what?
Do you have talismans?
Talismans? Depends on what talismans you want.
What do you have?
We have all manner of things. We have armor that can contort to your body shape. We have tarot cards that can help you divine the future. We have potions that are good for up to 3 days.
I want some potions and I want some talismans. I don't need armor. I would like a pair of brass knuckles.
I am surprised you don't want armor that can go with your shapeshifting, but okay.
I didn't know that was a thing. Is that a thing? You
Yes.
have that? You do?
Yes, we're a supernatural store. Now, mind you, that costs $4,000 all by itself.
Well, fuck. I look at Harper and I'm like, Harper, what are you trying to get? Because I don't want to spend all of our money on just me.
Shapeshifter?
You're squishy. Like, what do you need, babe?
All right, I'm just gonna leave the shapeshifter thing for later.
She thinks I'm a shapeshifter, so fine. Let's do it.
Tell me about that tarot card deck.
We have tarot card decks that we can gift to you. We don't sell it because if it's sold, then it loses all of its potency. So we gift it to you in exchange for something that you value from you.
Jesus.
What would be the cost of this sort of exchange?
It's tarot cards, so not much. We're not going to be asking for a drop of your blood if that's what you're asking.
You know, just to metagame a little bit on this, Harper, thank God you don't have a credit card. The debt you are racking up just with this alone.
Oh, she's out here slinging bargains everywhere.
Seriously, like a Heisenberg out here. I'm a
Are you keeping
mustache.
track of all the things you owe to everyone?
Yes.
Running ledger.
All right. Yeah, let's see what you want. What would be an example of something I could give up?
For instance, if you have a book that you particularly enjoy or a journal, we would accept that in exchange.
Well, I'm not going to hand over the book that's owed to the wardens.
You have a book that you owe the wardens.
No, that wasn't in character.
No.
Oh, you did not say that.
Sorry.
Wah, wah.
Just give her your diary from when you were like a kid. I don't know.
We
No.
also deal if you have your own tarot cards, we do exchanges so that we can continue to exchange.
Oh,
You got a whole bunch of shit in your shop. Just give her something out of your shop.
no, this makes her sad. She does have a tarot deck on her, but it was a gift from Thea.
Oh. Super sentimental value, but of no purpose or circumstance. Give it to him.
No, because she's already got a tarot deck that's inherited. Why would she do one for store bought?
Because maybe this one's better. That's a thing.
Damn.
No, because it's coming from a corporate body. Tarot cards always work better when they come from someone you care about.
God damn, he knows that. Freaking DM.
What about my journal?
You would like to exchange, because it could be anything that's within that wonderful purse of yours.
Yeah, she does have a journal in there.
Okay.
Give her
Well-
your tiger's eye that you got sitting in there. We've got.
Oh, that's on the ground at the meatpacking place.
Oh shit, that's right.
I think you would
Oh.
be better served with this silver amulet as opposed to a tarot card. And
Ooh.
so she pulls out a silver amulet and she's like, this is not quite an even exchange, but given that you will be spending $10,000 more here, I am willing to consider it. And so she hands it over in exchange for a journal.
What does the silver amulet do?
Well, when it comes from us, it is considered inherited.
Very well. Yeah, I'll hand over the journal.
All right. And so now you have an inherited silver amulet.
Yeah, she's just gonna immediately like put it around her neck.
Okay. It's a pentacle, by the way.
Sweet.
I heard that Maharet wanted something.
I would like a few things.
That
If-
$4,000 would
if-
be
What's
slightly over a quarter of the whole 15,000. So if you did want to do that,
Yeah,
I'm going to be spending less than that.
I don't want to get that.
It's up
But
to
I do you have any talismans for protection
We do.
for my group?
We do. However, most of my talismans do not work in the Never Never. They are tied to the mortal realm.
That's fine. What do you have?
Please stand over here. And she brings you over to the weapons rack. And she shows you several jewels. One is a diamond, one is a sapphire, and one is a ruby. And she says, the ruby one will protect you from flames. However, it will make you more susceptible to any sort of cold sort of damage. So you'll be susceptible to frostbite. She points to the sapphire. This will make you immune from drowning, but will make fire ever more painful. She points to the diamond. This will make your skin hard as diamonds, but you will also be brittle in other ways.
Who's with me? Jean and Thea are still outside.
Yep.
Yeah, Gene's finishing loading up his stuff, eating his food.
Harper's with me.
Harper is with you right now.
I lean over and quietly talk to Harper. What do you think? It looks like we might end up having to go to Egypt. Not really concerned about the cold. I'm really worried about you and Thea being so squishy.
I'll be fine. Just think about yourself. I'm going to be checking to see if they have anything more that might help me once you're done.
Harper says that to me, but my instinct is pack mentality and I want to protect my group. So,
Okay, give yourself a fate point for Breakfast Club.
yay. I got 2 fate points.
You have.
I'm so excited.
Dean earned his fucking fate points, though.
Yeah. What? I earned mine too.
Time out for his.
I earned my fate points. Dang it.
You have.
Okay. The ruby was what again?
Protection from fire at the cost of cold.
I will take that one.
Very well. Would you like something to secure it in?
Oh no, my butt will be fine.
No, I'll just wear it now.
Of course, but how are you going to wear it?
Put a leather strap on it and I'll wear it around my neck. So, and I'm thinking to myself, If I change, it'll just be on me at all, always, whether I change or not.
Would you like this inset into a leather strap?
Yes, please.
All right, one moment. That'll be $4,000, by the way.
Motherfucker.
He was getting that
It's-
one way or another.
It's fine. You can take that out of my budget.
That's
Okay.
all I
Can't
need,
wait to see
Harper. I
Jean's
just need
face.
just that and some knuckles. Do I want brass knuckles though, or should I get silver? I don't know if we're going to be dealing with werewolves at any
Iron.
point. Like iron knuckles, please.
Very well.
That's
would
all
you
I need.
like that serrated, or would you like it? Would you like it blunt force?
Are you fucking kidding me?
This is
Serrated.
Very well. Don't let Texas law enforcement catch you. She goes in back. She affixes the ruby to just a leather thong that you can put around your neck, and she comes back out along with some very, very intimidating looking iron claws. You know that if you wear these iron claws, this will probably help you intimidate anyone anywhere.
Cool. I put them on. I feel badass.
Okay, Miss Wolverine. And then she turns over to
Yeah.
she's like, what would you like today, miss? You're the nicest one. So I don't want this other mean person around you.
Let's see. Do you have anything else you might suggest? Any sort of knowledge or book or anything like that? I feel weird asking for a book in a gun store.
Oh, we deal excessively in books. Obsessively, even, I would say. We love to know what the weaknesses of any monsters are so that we can appropriately disseminate it to folks that need protection.
Yeah, this sounds good. Let's have a look at some of that.
Well, you have to specify what it is you wish.
I guess just general protection, any sort of, ritual sort of thing I might be able to do to
Ritual protection against what? It should be noted that rituals have limited effectiveness because everyone else uses them.
I did not know that. Huh. I don't even begin to understand what we're up against here. So maybe I could hold off on that for now and come back later.
I would not recommend it. I would recommend you take that diamond.
4,000.
But that's 4,000 as well.
And it will protect you from sharp and blunt objects.
What about the brittleness catch?
Well, you might cry more often. Or it affects everyone else individually. You might cry more often. You might find yourself going to panic attacks.
And it's 4,000.
Oh no, that one's only $2,000.
thank you.
Yeah, let's do it.
Very well. Please give me the silver pendant. It fits perfectly in there.
Oh, perfect. I'm gonna go ahead and hand it back.
Okay, and she just affixes the diamond on the spot. Very well. You guys have spent $6,000. As part also a goodwill exchange, I will be giving you, miss, and she looks at you, Harper. I will be giving you just a magical primer. And she hands you a book, and you see that the author's name is Ebenezer McCoy.
This is elementary magic, isn't it?
Somebody take a note of that, please. I feel like it's important.
Elementary Magic by Ebenezer McCoy. I find that it helps you understand just the basics of things.
Dude, out of character, I straight up have a draft DM written up to you that she was going to try to get a hold of this book.
Just keep in mind, next session, you're going to be paying for all of this.
Magic for Dummies 101.
That's exactly what it is. Oh my goodness, this is I think exactly what I wanted. Thank you.
Of course. Please, come back alive. The Venatori are not to be troubled.
The who?
And did your character say that, or
We
did
need
you?
to roll. Do we need to roll lore on this? Because
Yeah, if you want, go ahead and roll lore.
oh shit, my dice are really heavy. Oh crap! Am I the only one rolling?
Yeah, you're the only one who has the lore to know.
I'm outside, so yeah.
Yep. So you've got a lore of 2 because you've got lore +1. You would know that the Venatori are allies of the Wizards of the White Council. They're very secretive, and no one seems to know what the fuck they do. You might be able to get context. In fact, yeah, go ahead and roll for alertness as well. That's a separate roll.
I don't have alertness, though, do I?
I think so. I think you do, actually.
No, I don't remember. Let me look.
Yeah, you've got an alertness of great.
Yay! I'm failing. Oh shoot! I lost one. Give me a second.
I got a few more minutes because I guess they made brownies.
Oh, nice.
Sorry about that. Our kid's got a glow in the dark bracelet. Now that the sun's down, he's turning off all the lights in the house.
All right. Maharet, what did you roll?
Okay.
I can roll for you if you'd like.
Roll for me, please.
Do you have anything to add to this, like your lore stat?
She's got a +4.
I have +4. Where's no? Oh,
Okay, so
That was horrible.
did you do
Ouch.
horrible?
+2.
Yeah, that was awful. Okay,
No.
you have the faint understanding that by context, if this Aloy is mentioning like the Venatori, then it is probably indicative that they are involved with the archive.
Okay.
But you still don't necessarily know what they do unless you actually think about it. Think about the session, at which point it would become very clear what they do.
Yeah. So I'm gonna err on the side of caution. And yeah, no.
Yeah, know what?
Gonna nope out of that situation.
Yeah, we're not, I don't think that's a great idea. Let's not do that. Let's not, no, don't accept, don't, no.
Okay. Well, I just wanted to let you know, be wary when you make dealings with the Venatori. That is all.
I don't think we should. Let's not.
Did you say that out loud?
Yes,
What are you talking about? You already did.
I did what?
You all had dealings with the Venatori just now.
You fucker!
No, I did.
Liam's probably on some unhinged. I gotta go grab him.
I knew there was I knew it. I knew it. I knew there was a catch to this. I knew it. I freaking knew it.
I'm just gonna thank the shopkeeper again, say it's been a pleasure.
Of course, anytime. Please send your asshole friend in to get the rest of his fucking gear.
I'm gonna come in ass first then.
Can do.
Us first?
Yup.
Like you're gonna back it up?
Oh yeah. And it's gonna be talking too, like Ace Ventura.
Like booty, 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 booty.
I'm gonna be grabbing my cheeks, going, "I'm here for my last shipment."
All right.
Oh, God.
All right, yeah, she's
How are
leaving to wave
how
him
are
in.
we tied with the Venaturi? Because that tab isn't on us. That's on the archives. That's on the archive.
That's on Jean. Yeah.
Yep.
No,
I
how is
accepted.
it on Gene
I accepted.
if the archive paid for everything?
Easy. There's free lunch.
So basically, the archive gave him the money, and then now it's on Gene.
Yep.
Man,
Okay.
So we're just racking up one heck of a life debt stuff here. Let's go for the high score.
I knew there was a catch.
There's always.
Harry Dresden has the high score, but we can try.
I'm at least in the
Yeah,
middle of
right,
trying
we're
to
gonna
pay
try.
off some of mine.
Okay, so Maharet,
Am I now involved? Because a DM question. Archive gave Gene all this money. Gene
Yes.
orders what he wants. And then Thea was with him and got what she needed too, right?
Yep, but Thea owes the debt to Jean.
Okay. And then Gene comes out and tells Harper and me, "Hey, I got more money to blow in there. You guys go in and get what you want."
Yeah.
So does he just give us this? So are we on there too?
Nope.
No.
Just me.
So I got my talisman and I got my iron knuckles, and that's on Gene?
Yep.
Yep.
Okay.
Do you all publish your own books here?
Wait, what? Are you asking the?
Are those books in there published by them?
No.
No.
That is not published by us. However, we do know several good printing presses.
Oh well, if you ever need anywhere else to distribute everything you've got, I've got a bit of a bookstore.
That would be really nice. I would love to work a commercial partnership with minor talent such as yourself.
Oh, insult
well.
to injury.
No, that's exactly what she is.
I don't like the way you said minor.
Yeah, I don't like it either. But you're not there. It's just me and her.
I know.
So I'm offended on her behalf.
I'm going to, just hand over my phone number then. Yeah, let's talk about this sometime.
I just glare.
Yeah, just channeling one of my aspects here.
Yeah.
That one going to be testing your limits then?
Yep. That's a good one.
That would be more like disorganized dealer. Like she's trying to make some money here.
Okay. Give yourself a fate point.
Yay!
She'll be like, yes, we'll be in touch. I'll have a contract sent over. Just understand that initially the terms may or may not be favorable to you. It depends on what we want and what you have.
Absolutely understandable. I'll definitely read it over when that gets drafted.
Okay, of course. All right, well, send in your asshole friend.
All right, she waves him in and immediately runs off to the car to start reading through this book.
Okay.
Head on in, grab my stuff.
All right. And now you guys are ready to go. That marks the end of the session.